Do you know, rather than adding your contacts into your email list in Mailchimp one by one, you can actually add them in as a bulk update. My name is Angie King from Getting IT Together Online, and in this short video, I'm going to show you how to import them as a bulk list. So let's go over to share my screen with you. So you'll see that when we are adding contacts in, so I'm in my list, I've gone there, I'm looking at the contacts, and you'll see that there are a few options. Now, one of those is to add a subscriber, and that's what you would have been doing already, where you're adding them in one by one, right? So that's okay if you've got only a few to add in, but if you have a lot of email addresses to add in, it can be a lot easier to add them in bulk by importing them in from a number of ways. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, and that is that you could have upload them from a CSV file, or you could copy and paste. Now I'll just talk about copy and paste first. It does say from a spreadsheet. Let me click on it and show you. So basically you just fill in the fields. So if you've had them in a Word document, just highlight, the email addresses, put them in, put their first names in, last names in, for example. Now let's go back. Now with a CSV file is a particular format that emails they use when we're uploading contacts. So just say, for example, it could be that you have been using something like Gmail, and there is an option there that says export, and then you can export the existing contacts you have, and the format would be as a CSV file. You want to save it as a CSV file. It can also be that you have been keeping a spreadsheet, for example, of contacts. So let me show you. So if I have a spreadsheet, I just created one, and so it's important that we don't save it as an Excel file. What we need to do is save it as a CSV file. Now with your list that you're entering, the spreadsheet, it's important that your first name and last name are actually separate columns, because that's what Mailchimp wants. That's how it uses it. Otherwise, if they're in the same, then it will be their name, their first name would be Hello Mary Brown, so it would be Mary Brown, because it's everything that's in that particular column in the spreadsheet. So we have our spreadsheet, we've done it. At the moment, it's an Excel file, but we need to save it as that CSV file. So to do that, we click on File, and then we would choose Save As. This then allows us to choose where we're going to place it, and you'll see that it then allows us to choose, and I can go to the bottom of the screen to clicking on that right-hand side arrow, the different formats that you can save a file as. And one of those is CSV, which is comma delimited. So it's about halfway down that particular list of options. Right, so we've saved it as a CSV file. And then once we've done that, we then want to be uploading our file. So we click on Continue to Upload. We then choose our file. So we choose our file that we just have, our CSV file. And now we can continue to organize. So basically we will choose the audience that we want it to be uploaded into. If you have the free version, then you will only have one audience. If you have a paid version, you would be selecting which particular audience you would like to upload it to. We're then going to say that we want the people to be subscribed when they join our list. But it's important, though, that you have got permission from everybody as you're putting them into your list to say that they're subscribed. And lastly, we then want to be able to click a thing to say that we want to update any existing contacts. So if they're already there, it could be that the ones on your list have got updated email addresses, for example. So it's important that you update any existing contacts. We now continue to the next step, which is to give these contacts tags. So we could create new tags, or we can actually choose one of the tags we already have. So we can give them all Aqua Classes tags, for example, and then we can continue to match. And this is where we are matching the columns in our spreadsheet with the columns that are in Mailchimp. Now you'll see that it actually has found the columns. It says 3 will be imported and 0 columns will not be imported. So if I click on that, sometimes you need to match it. You'll need to click on it to actually choose the columns that you want. So I'll go back and just make a change. Now you've seen that working here. We would then just click on finalize the import. So what if we'll go back, we'll go right back to the beginning, and I'll go back to my file. So I'll go back to my file, and I'm going to change, instead of it saying last name, what if we say surname? So that will make it different to what the field name that Mailchimp has. All right, so we're now going to save it. And it's going to save it again as a CSV file, and I'll just say yes. All right, so now let's go back and do it again with a different name. So upload file, continue to upload. We're going to find the file just like we did before. We're now going to continue to organize. We've chosen our list. We say we want them to be subscribed. We're updating any existing contacts. We're now continuing to tag. They've been given aqua classes, and we continue to match. And you'll notice that at this time it found the first two columns, but it doesn't know what surname is. It doesn't match last name. So what we then need to do is to edit the column. So we can click on just click on the actual title and choose the column that we want. So we're selecting the last name column. So we're saying we're matching surname with last name. And then we click on confirm. And now we can finalize the import. And it's telling us that 3 contacts will be updated or added to our list. And they're coming from a file upload, they're subscribed, we're updating, and they're being tagged with aqua classes. So we can continue to import. And we've updated 1 and added 2 new ones. So that's exciting. So let's now go and have a look. So if we click on view contacts, you'll see then that it now has uploaded. We've now got 5, and because it has updated some of the people. So how cool is that? So if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe, or alternatively, pop over to my website, angieking.com.au, where I have numerous tech tips just like this. Have the most amazing and abundant day, and I look forward to talking to you again next time. Bye.